and forth and to and fro, and then we wanna get.
I mean, there's just something about Europe that hits different. I don't know if it's because I am from here and this is home, but the overall pace and just the lifestyle here is just on a different level. And I mean, Europeans, in my opinion, it feels more like we work to live, whereas in the US people live to work. And it's a whole different mindset there. But in the phase we are in life right now, we want to try to accelerate our careers, build our businesses, just maximize our growth. I think like life is very long, but it goes by so quickly, so you need to act on it, which is why we have made sure we made the move to Dubai. We can build a surrounding where it's really hard to fail. I mean, there's too many distractions here, there's too many good things you want to do. If you set yourself up for success in a surrounding where you can work hard very easily, and then we decided to build our business towards the US, where I feel like people are more prone to opportunities, people want to do business. And then instead you can come here when you have some time over and enjoy the beauties of life. We're on the way to a bookstore. I read at least one book per week. Right now I've read the book Made in America. It's about Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. And I think I talked about in our last video about the importance of mentors, which I still highly believe. But let's be real, when you're starting out, it can be quite hard to attract good mentors. So a little hack is read biographies about those who made it big. It's almost like getting a mentor session from them. You can download their life in like a couple of hours. And at least you get to see from their perspective what it takes to make what they've done. So when I'm looking for books, there are three things that I'm looking for. Either skills that I can pick up and learn, people that have mastered something that I can learn through reading a book. Number two is biographies, like I just told you. Or number three is history, or like where you learn something over time. It could be about history, it could be someone who studied economical trends or whatever, but where you can learn something from the past at least. We need a new workhorse. This is my most important tool and needs to be as effective as possible. I use a lot of, with all these new AI tools, Teams running, a lot of JS tools in my business, it just kills the RAM. So we need an upgrade. Apple have just released the M4 chip, so we're gonna see if that does the trick. Mission done. Off to Soho to get some work done, and tomorrow we're gonna go meet another customer. There's something about opening Apple boxes, and like you don't want to throw them away afterwards. You gotta keep it in some corner. We got like a room full stacked of Apple products. Rumor says that the boxes, at least the iPhone boxes, are made in Sweden. Can't confirm it though. So you think you're busy? Well, Albert Einstein, he mathematically proved the existence of atoms. He argued for the modern idea of light being a stream of particles, and he proposed the theory of relativity, today known as E equals mc squared. He did all of this in his spare time, whilst having a full-time job as a patent clerk and raising a 1-year-old child. What's your excuse? Do the thing. You know you're back in Europe when you rent a car and it's the size of a shoebox. We came from a massive V8 powered pickup truck to a small hatchback hybrid BMW, you know? But I like it. It's nice and cozy. So we're just driven from Netherlands into Germany. Yes, for the Americans watching, that's the size of the countries over here. You can just pop up between countries in a day. So we have a couple of customers in Germany, one which is really close to the border of Netherlands, so we should make sure to make the most out of our time. Heading over for some customer success. We've just been at their office. I've had a sit down with some of their team, get to understand their processes, how they use the software today, how it could potentially be improved. Every market is different. We haven't really focused too much on the European market, even though we are European. Our main focus has been the US for the past years, but now that we have such a strong product market fit, PMF, we're starting to shift our focus to the European market. We have a great team going in the US. It's starting to grow on itself, and I want to expand our territory and add more markets to the to our portfolio. We're visiting our customers for multiple reasons. Here, we begin by taking the opportunity to make a customer success video. We usually start by interviewing key stakeholders about how they find it using our product. Then, we visit their sites to get some nice B-roll of their operations and interview their construction crews. A big pushback we have in sales is whether the construction crew's ability to learn the system or if they want to even use it. So, we want to highlight how easy they think it is to use and how it provides them a lot of value as well, proving that adoption among them is not a problem. These videos can then be used to market it to other potential customers. We're at the motherland, or almost. We Swedes, just like any nationality, is very proud of things that come from Sweden. You know, Spotify, Klarna, Minecraft, but maybe most noteworthy of all, IKEA, of course. And when you're here, you need to get our national dish, meatballs. Köttbullar, potatismos, lingonbröd. Very important. There we have it. Sadly, if you've been to IKEA and you slag them off, you're actually pretty shit here. If you get the chance, go to Sweden and get yourself a real homemade dish. Hand-rolled meatballs, homemade mashed potatoes, pickled cucumber, and raw lingonberry. Lingonberry is definitely a highlight. We aren't here just to have meatballs. We have a trade show this week in Amsterdam. We actually don't do many trade shows here in Europe. This is going to be one of our first, so we don't have a proper booth set up. We are running pretty light, so we're here to pick up some stuff for the booth. And yeah, tomorrow's the big day. Half of all the hard work done. Just carried all the luggage that we're going to have for our trade show booth to the taxi. Then we just got to get into the trade show. Well, you live, you learn, don't you? So we carry this bad boy all the way from IKEA in Germany just to find out that we're going to have a table. And look at this. New boots. Stylish.
We do some line dancing.
Oh yeah, we'd be fucking killer. And if any of those American cowboys trying to get our girls, we can just kick him on the chins. Why did we even do this?
And good thing we got here early, right?
Yeah, we stressed up 7 this morning. Elliot had 0 hours of sleep, 1 hour of sleep. I had
50 minutes.
50 minutes. I had not many hours just to show up here, and it starts tomorrow. Just got back from the gym, or actually was being at the gym. Got a little notification on Stripe. First customer signed by our new sales team. The first customer where I wasn't even involved. I don't even know the people at the company. Pretty surreal feeling. Going from me having done every single thing in the company, from product, onboarding, sales, customer success, support, whatever, to now, whilst being at the gym, we're acquiring customers. I've had the fortune to try a lot of things in my career. Some things have succeeded very well, and most of the things have failed. Now, part of the big reason why I'm doing these videos is because I want to share some of the learnings that I unfortunately had to learn the hard way that I wish I knew when I started out. And also in the process, build a space where ambitious, like-minded people can come together and build long-lasting, sustainable businesses that can help people and society. Now let's touch upon luck. Something that I definitely underestimated when I started out and that I've come to realize plays a huge impact on entrepreneurship. So much so that I named my company, my venture studio, 4 Clovers, and I often wear some type of lucky sign on me. You see, 42% of all the startups fail because they've misread market demand. Not because the founders wasn't skilled enough or had the ambitions, the market timing or product timing was simply off. And when it comes to luck, there are different types of luck. It is the one that is almost completely unpredictable, like getting cancer or getting hit by a drunk driver in intersect. But it's also the predictable luck. And it's this type of luck the US entrepreneur need to keep close attention to. So if we take a look at market and market timings. If we begin with a graph here where we have opportunity on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. Every market, niche or industry moves in cycles. There's going to be periods with more opportunity and periods with less opportunity. It can be because of government funding or trends or how the economy shifts. This is many times hard to predict, but if you're really skilled and you have a lot of knowledge about a specific trade or industry, you can start predicting these. Of course, it doesn't move in the frequency that I'm showing here. It's going to be different anywhere. The second graph I want to highlight is if we put preparation on the y-axis and then time on the x. This is something that you definitely can impact. So with time, you will of course learn more things. And you're gonna start learning how an industry works, how your trade works, how you build businesses, how you attract talent, put together teams, work to make efficient sales, whatever it may be. But as you understand, if you work hard on yourself, you try a lot of things, and you push yourself, you can accelerate this learning curve. Something like this. Now, the magic is if we overlay these two graphs on top of each other, where we have opportunity and preparation on the same axis, and we have time on the other. First, we have the opportunity curve, which again is out of our control, but we can predict. Second one is the preparation curve, and it will go something like this. And again, you can speed this up. Now, this is the part I want to talk about. It's the part where you have learned enough about some type of industry. You know what's going to happen, you know how it works, you have some type of edge over other people. You've also learned all the business skills you need, you know how to attract people, how to get them to work together efficiently. And when this intersects with opportunity, so there's now more money flowing into a market, or you simply predict an uptrend in the trade you're in, this is where we get the overnight successes. It is an overnight success because we have years of preparation and understanding how the market works, but many people would define this as luck. So if you prepare yourself and you pick an industry and you become really skilled at mastering those cycles, you will set yourself and your business up for success. FTTH Conference, Amsterdam 2025, we are live. We're tucked away in the corner here, but we're equally as happy anyway. Europe hasn't really been one of our main markets, but we're getting into Germany more and more this year. So this is going to be a nice start to the trade show schedule for Europe this year. We have a modest booth here. Been able to do some demos with both German as well as Belgium, as well as Swedish companies, of course. And we're going to be here for the full 3 days. We had some nice workshops yesterday and 2 full-packed trade show floor days today and tomorrow. Such an amazing time for us as a company. We just had one of our German customers who came by and they just explained how we saved them literally hundreds of thousands of euros thanks to them being able to document their build out in our tool, be able to capture all the photos and inspections. So when their customer came and argued about ineffectiveness and lack of quality, they had all the proof on hand. So I'm really proud of what we're doing and that we can help our customers in such a way. Also great feedback from the show. It seems like markets like Belgium and Greece have previously been pretty slow moving. It's now starting to wake up as well. So there's going to be a lot of things ahead of us, and I hope we can continue to have success stories like this. We can help our customers get paid on time and just make their companies more efficient.
Bro, changing countries quicker than your friends is changing underwear.
That makes no sense.
Looks like we're a family of fucking 10.
The car is so small.
I guess it's a game of Tetris again.
There's no way we're fitting in that.
Oh yeah, of course.
What's been your favourite moment of Amsterdam?
Not getting stabbed.
Explain.
All of a sudden my colleagues started to freak out, my mother started to freak out, my grandmother even called me. Turns out they did a stabbing, like some freako just went out and stabbed 5 people just around the corner from where we live. You literally passed here like 30 minutes before. So I mean, I guess I'm glad to be alive. Amsterdam is a fantastic city.
I loved coming in there. Honestly, I don't feel bad leaving. We have split opinions on this. I think it was a little bit too dirty, but
It's so clean.
no, it's not so clean. It's a quirky city. Old architecture, buildings from the 1600s, 1700s, all the canals. I mean, it tells such a story. So, definitely a place to get back to.
You excited to go to London?
Actually, I am. 2-3 years ago since I was in the UK last, so it's gonna be fun. Also have some friends over there that are gonna meet up. And we're flying in. I mean, we're gathering the full team. It's kind of crazy to say, but we're putting together a proper team around this. So we have my friend Philip coming in from Sweden, and we're gonna meet one of your guys as well, down in Brighton. Looking forward.
Imagine me circling through life without a piece of you.